All right, so welcome back and thank you so much for continuing staying with us. You're watching Mamlaka Television, and this is the second session of Mamlaka Breakfast, where there is the state of Nakuru City. And today, I'm lucky here. I'm having the manager, City Nakuru City, Mr. Labanja. Remember, he was a municipal manager 2019. 2021, he became to be the city manager in Nakuru City, and today he's also serving as the coordinator UNESCO. Okay, or he served as the UNESCO creative of city coordinator under arts. Thank you so much, Mr. Manager, to be here with us today.
Welcome.
And also thank you so much for keeping time.
Thank you.
Keep tweeting at Mamlaka Television, at Daniel Kihoro Kenya. Hashtag is Mamlaka Breakfast. And I remember the last time we were with you, it was during the cultural week. Sure. It was coordination between Nakuru City and Egerton University. Yeah. Is there any plan this year? Are you planning for anything this year?
Yeah, we are planning to have the cultural week. Okay. The cultural week is going to be, it's an annual event that have been adopted by the board. So yes, we held it last year, and we're also looking to have it in around April, May. And this time round, we want to engage more of the Nakuru residents who are serving in every part of the county. Okay. So it's also going to be big. We're also going to engage university students. You remember last year it was predominantly Egerton and the Nakuru City, but we also want to also give opportunity to the other universities within the city.
Okay, this year you're going to expand it to different universities now.
Sure.
Is Egerton University among those universities?
Yeah, sure. You know, having participated in the last year, and we saw how great that university is in terms of culture. You know, the entertainment that was also very good. They also brought that into the culture. So I believe that. This year, they're also going to be part and parcel of that, and also bring other universities like the Kabrak University, Mount Kenya University, and other universities that are within the city.
When are you planning to have it?
April, that is April, May. Okay. The plans are other way, but I believe mostly in April.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Mr. Gabanja, how can you comment on the state of Nakuru City?
The state of Nakuru City is that the city is we got the designation of the city status, that is in December 1st, 2021. Okay. And since then, we've been working toward making sure that the city gets that face that befits its status. And that's what we've been doing. So the city is good, and we've seen some tremendous improvement as far as the infrastructure is concerned, as far as the service provision is concerned. So we are good.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start the interview now. And Mr. Gabanja, as we all know, in 2021, you are appointed by the municipal board to be the chair or to be the city manager. But the other day, we have been seeing some allegations that you are in office illegally. Whereby today we are having Mr. Stephen Moody, who is the chair board city board. Okay. What's your take on that?
Anyway. I'm not going much to discuss about the board. You know, I'm the secretary to the board.
Okay.
And I would say that the board is very okay. We have a chair that is the Stephen Mule, Mheshimiwa, and we are working well. So there was those allegations that I'm in the office illegally. Is an issue that is in the court, and I will tell you that when we transited from municipality to the city, the law of justice would be that. Myself as a manager who was pushing, through the board to have the city status, the law cannot allow that. Now, when you become the city, the secretary now is off. So what we did is that in the charter that we got, it is expressed that the municipal manager, the board, and the staff, on the day that you get the city status, there is that transition. You become the city board, you become the city manager, who, even though you are a municipal manager, and the staff also transit from being the municipal staff to the city staff. Yeah.
Okay. I think I think we need to know the difference between your role and that one of Mr. Moody, because the other day we have been seeing Mr. Moody performing some of your roles. For example, the other day he was at Section 58 before Enlino, and I think he was overseeing the city, whereby I think those are some of your roles. Do you think that Mr. Moody is performing some of your roles?
No. You see, The role of a manager is to implement the decision, the resolution of the board. That's my duty. In fact, in summary. So the decisions that are made by the board does not hinder them from coming on board and also, seeing what is being done in the city. Given that that is the resolution. So there is no way that the chairman is doing my role. In fact, what he's doing. In fact, when you have the board members coming to the city and maybe inspecting projects, seeing the need of the city, that is part and parcel of their role. Why? So that when they sit back during the full board meeting, they are not just guessing what needs to be done. They've seen the challenges firsthand. And by so doing, we are going to make more informed decisions. And then in the implementation stage, the board members can come anytime to see whether, for example, the program that we've been doing, the other projects that we are doing, how they have been done, so that they can guide when there are some disparities here and there, and maybe when we go astray as far as the implementation is concerned. So, manager and the city board members, they do the same thing. In fact, if you look at the urban areas and cities, that manager is an ex-official member of the board. So I'm also a board member. So what the other board members are doing is also what I'm doing. It's only that myself have been given extra mandate of the administration arm of the board, and that's what I do.
All right. That is Dabanja, and he's the city manager in Nakuru City. Mr. Dabanja, I think okay. In Swahili unafikiria city okay, watu ndio kujua city ya Nakuru inaanzia wapi na inaishia wapi na wewe una control wapi na wapi.
Okay. What was conferred the city status was the municipalities, meaning the previous boundaries of the municipality are the ones that were graduated to become the city. And the boundaries of Nakuru City happen to be the boundaries of the two sub-counties. That is Nakuru East and Nakuru West. So those two constituencies, both of them, they make the city. So it is up to your interchange where Nakuru West is, yes. And also on the lower part of the city, it goes up to Barnabas. You've seen the signages there, got the gantries that welcome to Nakuru City. Just around there, that's where the boundaries are. On your way to Subukia, the city, unfortunately, reaches Kiti. Look at Mawanga is outside the municipality boundary. But we are calling the municipality boundary because once you got the city, there is an effort that is being done by Her Excellency the Governor to review the boundaries of the city. Yes. Because we feel that the peri-urban areas of the hitherto municipality have grown so much that they need to be in the city. And one of the main activities that we are doing as a city is to review the boundaries so that we can bring as much of this peri-urban into the city, and so that they can benefit from the city management, from the city infrastructure. So all those places, in due course or soon, we are going to find us doing the public participation as is well put in the Urban Areas and Cities Act on how to review the. So we go to the residents and also get their views on how far they think that the city needs to be. For example, look at Lanet, look at Chakiamuni. Those are places that were outside the municipal boundary. But for us, as we see them as the city's boundary, because we cannot still remain operating under the boundaries of the municipality, because we are no longer a municipality now, we are city. So meaning the city's boundaries are going to be reviewed, and are also going to bring them on board so that we can be able to manage them well.
Okay. All right. I think now they have known now the boundaries. Are you being the manager of the city? I know one of your roles is to control the budget of the city. What are some of the initiatives that you are currently focusing on?
So we've been currently we're focusing on some of the projects that we had started earlier, and I thank Her Excellency the Governor because immediately she came on board. One of the promises she made that was the best promise a leader can make is that she's going to ensure that the projects that are ongoing are going to be completed. So we've been completing the project that we had started, as we also initiate other projects that are required or have been raised by the residents of Nakuru. So currently, we've been doing the missing links. Missing links, these are the gravel roads that are within the CBD. For example, the Bagain Road, we've also done the Kakamega Road, We are also doing the litter bins to also to ensure that our city is clean.
Right.
We are also currently doing some two drainages. That the Flamingo drainage that is already completed. We also did the Boga Boga drainage on the way to after the Kano Street top 10. The other drainage that we did, but also after it was done, when we experienced some rain, we found that there's some areas that are flooding. So we've already brought in another contractor who is working on some of the sections that we feel need also to be improved. So there's much that is ongoing. The street lighting, we're also doing some repair of the street lighting using repairing the ones that are not working. We're also doing new street lighting in some pockets within the city that have been raised, and also we've seen that they are dark, and all these are happening, and so the city is live and kicking.
Okay. You've talked of so many things, but I think the other day you guys had started putting cameras within the city,
Yeah.
and I think it was to cover the entire city.
Yeah, sure.
But currently we are not seeing it again. What's not happening? Or what is your plan on that?
So what happened in government is that you get some funding, you implement a certain, projects are done in phases. So this was the phase one of the NMT, non-motorized transport. What you see there, the carbon. And as you've stated, that has always been the perception of the people that we only did the carbon. Like, it's not just carbon. In fact, carbon is just the last, it is the last layer or the last item that we did. Under this carbon, we did the ducts, whereby if at all we have a telecommunication companies and they want to lay their cables, they are not going to excavate our corridors, so they are going to lay in that duct. We also did a drainage that is covered. You can see it, but it is under. So that was done. Then we also did the CCTV cameras. We also did the green. You can see now Kenyatta Avenue. Initially, it was a concrete jungle. Now there are some trees there. We also did the greening of the Kenyatta Avenue. So that was the first phase. We are currently, in fact, we are designing now the second phase. What we started here is a narrow part of the Kenyatta Avenue. From the KCB, we go to the West Side Mall. You find it is a bit wider. Meaning, we are now redesigning the MMT for that section that is going to accommodate more utilities than it is now. We are going to have the cycling lane along that section. We are going green. We're also going to have the electric car charging ports. So we're also going to have the green and well done, not unlike now the planter that we have here. People felt that the planter we did here, they were not all that good.
Yeah.
They are. It's only that in the usage, people are now used. By then, initially, when we did them, there was the challenge of the usage, but now people are using. But on the other side, you'll find that their proposal. You remember when Her Excellency was campaigning, she was against this because she felt that they were too big. Which to some extent, you look at them, the people see as if they are too big, but it's because of the vision we have. But when she came on board, she gave the suggestion on how best we are going to do it. So you find the second phase of which is going to accommodate a different design and more wider space and giving the public more space for them to walk. Because the city and the streets belong to the people. It's not for the car.
Okay. All right. That's good. I think during the tenure of the former governor of Nakuru, since in Lekki, he had allocated some piece of land there at Sita's opposite. And, the land was purposely for matatu stage. But it is there are some rumors that currently as we speak, that land is for individuals. Okay. Do you think how you as the manager of city, what's your take on ensuring that you end land grabbing within the city?
Point of correction is that the land that was earmarked for the terminus is ongoing. You go there, you find that the area has been barricaded using some iron sheets. The project is ongoing, so once it's going to be done, it's going to be open for the public for the terminus use. So that is not true that the land have been taken by the individual. But then matters to do with the protection of the public land is domiciled in the state in the county department of land and physical planning, housing and urban development. And the governor has been in the forefront of saying that the public land needs to go back to the public for the public use. So that has been done. The department is really working on ensuring that is done. We also have other agencies, national government, that have been mandated to do that. The National Land Commission is the commission that have been mandated to protect the public land in this country. So the county government is working with the NLC to ensure that that is being done. So we don't fear, whether somebody is having the public land or maybe somebody is trying to grab public land, because that is not going to be.
Okay, to answer my question,
Yeah.
is that land still there? But people are saying, okay, it's rumors though, but rumors say it is ni karibu na ukweli. And okay, is there any plan for you guys to continue the project that the former governor had started about Matatu stage? Hapo Kingdom Seaport.
I'm happy you called it the rumors, and it is really the rumor, as you call it.
But if it's not, okay, for clarification, we are expecting, if it's not rumors, you guys will have do something, because I think it was a project and it is good for the public, because remember some an initiative like that one, it's okay, it has a lot of benefit also to our residents, and also to those people who are taking Matatu. But up to today, we are not seeing anything. We are not seeing any progress. That's why I'm asking this question, Mr. Manager.
Yes. Mr. Kihoro, after this show, I will request that you also drive to that place. The project is ongoing. In fact, the groundbreaking was done by Her Excellency Susan Kihika, and the chief guest was the PS. The PS Housing and Urban Development, that is Honorable Hinga. I attended the meeting. And when we did the groundbreaking, we know the number, the project, we know the number of the vehicles that are going to be accommodated in that terminal. It is ongoing. There was a meeting that, the site meeting that was to happen last week. So I know the project is ongoing. It's only that sometimes, because the area is well covered. No, anytime you are doing such a project, you fight for the security of the facility, the contractors' facilities, and the equipment. They have to be, to be a bit covered, protected from the public. The project is ongoing, is live, and in due course, maybe by the end of this year, the project will be in use.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am. In the city of Nakuru, we have Nyayo Gardens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's this another one that you wanted to uplift it. It is called the Lion Garden.
Yeah.
I think even some trees were cut off so that at least you can start the project. But up to today, we are not seeing anything. Do you have any plan for that?
Yeah, the project is also being carried out by the county government through the Department of Environment. And fine, the project started and it is ongoing.
Okay.
It's only that sometimes what happened, the phase finance project, these are the projects that are done in a Glamour's year. You can do a project in 2 years. Like the first said, we've done it for the last 3 years. So what happened is that in the first year, once you have exhausted that money, you have to wait for the next financial year for you to have the money. But the money is the money to improve that garden is there. And I can assure you that sometime also when you're doing the garden, when you plant when you plant some grass, what happens is that you have to give it some time for it to mature for the public use. So that reason why you find that the garden is still the project is still ongoing. It's only that it's also undergoing some stages where some sections that were improved, the grass has also to reach that level that it can be usable by the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tabanja, talking about welfare. I want to put something. During the tenure of Kinyunchui, I think the former governor now, the current governor now, Madam Susan Kihika, she was the senator at that time.
Yeah.
And she said this, and they went to quote, Mbona gavana anatupa ama anatelekeza watoto wa street kwenye county of Baringo, right? And I think as we speak today, we're having so many street children here. And you guys being the manager of the city, have you have any plan for those street children? Because remember also that they are children.
Yeah. First and foremost, it's good to state in black and white that the function of the street family, they are called the street families. It's under the national government, under the State Department of the Social Service. So it's the functions of the national government. I remember when we went to support the city state, that was a question that was up, that was coming, and we clarified, and these are some of the information that you can verify that the function of the street families is under the State Department of the State Department of Social Services. That aside, these are children that are within our city, and what we've been doing as a board is to ensure that, in fact, I invite them anytime we have the project so that they can be, they can be recruited by the contractors who are working here during their projects, so that they can also earn some living instead of just spending the whole day along the street. They can earn some living. A very good example, when the MMT, non-motorized transport, was being along the Kenyatta Avenue, the contractor employed a few of them, and I no longer see them, meaning after the project they benefited. So what the county is doing through also the Department of the Department of Sport, the Youth and Sport, and also the Social Services, is that there is a task force that was formed when the governor came on board to ensure to see on how these street children are going to be taken through some skills, taken through the skills, so that when they are going to be reunited with their family, reintegrated with their family, actually these are young people who can earn their living. It's not only just picking them and taking them to back to their families, but also, it's also good for me to note that when we did survey about these street children, some of them, and the word is some of them, they are discovered as street children. They have home, they go home, they come, they dress well, but when they come to town, in order for them to have that demeanor, that face that can allow them to keep on behaving, as if, they are street children, they change. So there are some scholars, street children we have here.
Yeah.
And we are addressing that issue.
Okay, talking of this, thank you. Talking of the scholars, I think we have on the street, which is, she called Madam Nancy Zegwa,
Yeah.
and she has been trying to ensure that she take care of those street children. You being the manager of the city, have you ever planned to work with her so that at least you can ensure that you clean the city?
Yes, we've done that. We've also participated in her program.
Okay.
And even you've seen even the CC has also participated in her program. But also what we do as a government, those are, I would call them, those are bandaging to the situation. We are getting a lasting solution to ensure that we take away these children from the street. Go globally, you go to all the cities worldwide, they have some remnant of these street families. And I call them not children because they are families. So we are trying as much as possible to reduce them. And the leadership of our excellency, the governor, has formed that task force, and also improving some of the facilities. For example, the Joro facility that is going to take most of them, and they are also going to do some rehabilitations programs, counseling, and also the skills that are going to be built so that they can be able to earn a living once they go back to their families, or maybe they want to start their own life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I want you to address the challenges that our Matatu people are facing.
Okay.
How can you comment about the challenges that our Matatu people are facing? And remember also we're having parking and parking fees. How can you talk about it?
They have challenges. They're facing some challenges.
Yeah. Okay. I think you guys you had some plans about our Matatu people. What's the plan on that?
A plan that is working. And now I'm asking whether they have some challenge. Because immediately her excellency came on board, one of the issues that she promised the Matatu people is that to come back to the CBD, come back to town. Immediately she came, she formed a task force that was also a member. And the strategy that we developed, I can tell you that it is working marvelously. People feared that we are going to bring them to town. I can tell you, if you walk to the terminal there is no jam, because the strategy that the governor brought is that through the committee is that we have 2 matatus per circle, and that have been working. Then the terminal that is across the railway ground, that is the holding ground. Though you tell matatu to go there and wait for them to come, and also maybe it is your turn for you to come and carry. What happened is that they're also using that one as a terminal, and it is working, meaning that the number of the matatu that get to the CBD is not the same as the matatu that are in the peripheral. But also in those peripherals, we never restrict the residents from going to those holding and holding your matatu to any destination. So it is working, and I can tell you that it was a good idea, given that the business that had died is a section of the city that had died, and now you go there, the business is alive.
All right, and I refer kwamba namwelekezoni kwamba we need to go for a short break, and thank you so much, Mr. Kapanja. I think Viewers, keep tweeting at Daniel Bihoro at Mamlaka Television. The hashtag is Nakuru City State, and I'm having here my guests. So coming back in Nakuru. See you. Bye.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equity House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582 532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing January intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth. Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
All right, thank you so much and welcome back to the the Nakuru City State. And as usual, I'm having here the manager, Nakuru City, Mr. Gabanja. Fit. All right, before we go for the break, we were talking matters matatu, and I want you to tell us your plan on parking, because I've been saying that we're having little spaces for those people who are having their cars to park. We haven't planned so that at least you can expound on parking sessions.
Yeah, what we're doing is that all the new roads we are doing, we've done. I mentioned about the new seedlings. All of them are we are doing them with some parking slots, and we've done that. For example, that's the road that runs from the court to the Mount Kenya University. We also have in this road that is planned from the Kenyatta Avenue down through Glanage to KPLC. Okay. We provided more parking for the private vehicles. But also we're saying, as I told you, we are now redesigning our roads so that we can also encourage people to cycle. And the reason why we don't encourage people to bring their cars to town. Cities nowadays, for us to fight the pollution that comes with the emission that comes from the vehicles, we are trying as much as possible to ensure that the infrastructure we are currently doing are having the walkway. Because we realize that the people who live within Nakuru, topographically we are favored that in that even if you buy a bicycle from Pipeline, you can cycle all the way to the city. So what we are doing in the second design that we are doing, we are providing some bicycle parking. Further, you can come with your bicycle, you park there, you attend to your duties within the city, and it is park and walk, because we are improving the walkway in that you don't need to have a car to go to a shop, to go to maybe to an office. So once we are done with that, we are going to reduce the need for you to come with your vehicle to town. Meaning, the parking will be an issue of the park because we'll have encouraged people to do more walking, which is healthy. So we promote the healthy for the people who are living within the city, and also we are thinking we are planning to have the parking silos, the parking silo whereby these are building you that are built purposely for the parking. You come and you go out. That is the vertical parking. So we also introducing that, and also in the along our street, even in the second design that we are doing along the Kenyatta Avenue, we're also going to allow people to have more spaces for parking.
Okay. Still in transportation sector, we've been seeing some congestion within the city. And I think, okay, so it's something which is normal. You as the manager, okay, what's your plan so that at least you can control the traffic, so that the traffic we can be able to control the congestion within the city?
Yeah. It's normal. Okay, by the way, it's not normal anyway. Ideally, a model city should not be having the jam.
Sure.
So what we are working on the city mobility plan. The city mobility plan talks about the flow of the vehicle within the city, and we've held the first meeting where we discussed about on how we can be able to address the traffic during the rush hour. That is early morning and also late in the evening when people are leaving the city. And we are planning. Soon we are going to see, because of happy hours, whereby there are some streets that we are going to, there's some road we are going to be closing, and in the evening they are going to be one way.
Okay.
In the morning they're also going to be one way, so that we can manage the traffic. Because you realize in global south, that is the developing countries, you find that due to lack of mixed use, when you go to some cities like when you go to some cities in developed country, you find that people reside within the city. The CBD, for example, such a building, the first and maybe the ground first and second floor are commercial, but the other floors you find that those are residential. Maybe these people don't need a car to be in town. So, but when you go to some of the cities in the global south, in the developed country, you find that most of us, in the morning, everybody's coming to the city. In the evening, everybody's leaving, and that causes the jam. And what you're saying, given that nature of lifestyle within the city, we want to be making some roads in the morning is one way, in the evening is one way, so that we can be able to reduce much of the jam that we have within the city.
All right. Okay, Nakuru City is known as one of the cleanest city among the counties that we have.
Yeah.
And okay, what's your plan on beautification in areas like the area, Langalanga, and even this town?
One example is what we did along the Kenyatta when we started the beautification and the greening, and we're also going to have those greening in all the roads that we are doing within the city. And luckily, Nakuru City happened to be within the Menengai forest. So, meaning about the issue of the forest cover is well taken for. But we feel that there are some pockets within the city that also need to be greened. And the reason why we find that we have the Nyayo Garden that is green, we have our street that we are greening. We also have some garden, for example, the strip that comes from Menengai High School all the way along the Naka 58 area. Is a section that currently we are having the tree planting. And at the city, we have a 1 million tree planting campaign. We want to plant all those trees, and we are going to do it with the residents. Whereby it's not only the public spaces that we want people to plant trees, even their own private spaces. Because we feel most of the time we focus on the public spaces, but you forget that people also own premises. They own the 50 by 100. Once you erect your building, once you construct your house, that space that is within your compound, we also encourage people to do some tree planting. And with them doing that, we are going to achieve the 1 million tree forest tree campaign, where we are going to make this city to be an eco city, a green city, a smart city.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay, talking matters of unemployment. Currently, we are seeing there are so many people who are unemployed within Nakuru City. Are you being the manager? How can you address the challenges of unemployment, Mr. Dabanja?
So we are currently, the city is currently working under the leadership of Her Excellency. We are working on Vision 2050, and I'm happy that the governor is leading this. Whereby we want to envisage where the city is going to be 50 years to come. One of the pillars is about the urban economy, that's the city economy. That is not going to be achieved then. We are starting achieving it now. This is by giving a very good business environment for our people. that is also going to encourage most investors to come on board. And when the investors come on board, definitely we are going to have the job created, and through those job creation, we are going to have more people. So in our planning, we are zoning, for example, on the way to Salga, you find that most of the industries are coming there, and we already have some industry there. So we are zoning in our planning for the city. We are zoning some areas to be predominantly business, is the industrial areas of this city, and we have policies within the county through the leadership of executive the governor. The other day you saw she held a meeting with the U.S. ambassador, selling the city for selling the county to other institution where every investor can come and do business. The policies have been set in place that are business friendly, so that we encourage investors to come. And once they come, they are going to create more jobs for the residents of Nakuru, because also you can agree the population is bulging. Once we have this high rate of the urbanization, the population increases, where these people go to work during the day matters a lot, and that is what we are currently doing. And you also look at the governance manifesto that have been integrated into a document we call now the CIDP, County Integrated Development Plan. They are robust, proposals, that are there to promote business within the city. And also, we are currently meeting the business community to also share for them to share with us the challenges they are facing, so that if they address, they are going to contribute to the job creation, because the business are going to flourish. And once the business flourish, what happens? More creation of jobs are going to be made. We also appreciate the universities that are out there in the branches here. We have Egerton, we have Kabrak, we have MKU, we have KU. So much as we're also talking about the job creation, we're also talking about the capacity building that also need to be done to fit into the job that are within the city.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Talking about education, we know education is one of the key utilities within the city. And, I think Mr. Dabancha, so many children they fail on bursaries and this money for their school fees payment and so on. You as the manager, the other day, so many people they were complaining, saying that you guys are paying the disbursement of the bursary. Have you discussed the bursary?
No, the high excellency went out each and every sub county in this county, giving out the check. And one of the instructions that she gave is that no child should be chased away from school, because the county gave the largest bursary ever given in this county, over 300 million. So the issue of the delay, I don't think is that, given that the time that those bursaries were issued, that is early this month, and also late last month. It's just 1 month after the school opened, and the governor had given instructions and guided that all the students who are going to benefit from that money should not be taken away. So that is working. A delay can only come not in the county, but when you have the day that is part of the money from the national government.
Okay, yeah. I'm talking national politics now. Okay, the economy of Kenya is not stable, and I know you guys are depending on national government. Now because our economy is not stable, how is that affecting you guys for all your performance? For example, you as the city manager.
So how can you say that we have a global crisis as far as the economy is concerned? It's a global phenomenon. And what you are doing is that, for example, the county government, through the governor's manifesto, she's encouraging much of the family. You see, you find that Nakuru County, half of it, in fact, from the census of 2019, half of the residents live in urban areas, half live in the rural area. So to supplement the challenges you're having in the economy, you've seen the governor going out and also encouraging, for example, the farming of the pyrethrum. Through the Department of Agriculture, they are doing programs that are helping the farmers. For example, the avocados, farming. We're also talking about other farming, for example, the potatoes farming within the county. So these are some of the activities that are being done in order to cushion our people from maybe some economical hardship that we are facing. And also, and I had mentioned about this, promotions of businesses within the urban areas, and also better governance of the urban areas through the creation of for example, we have now a board in Gilgil, we have a board in Molo. So the proper management of those urban areas also help in protecting the people economically, because once these urban areas are well managed, you'll find that in all the other activities that pertain to the urban growth and development and the economic environment, they are all catered for, and that also promotes the economy. So the governor is working toward that, and we've seen those activities happening to promote business and pushing the people from the business. And also, you look at the finance bill that was approved the other day by the county assembly. People expected that the rates are also going to be increased, the licenses are also going to be increased. That never happened under the instruction of the governor. So that, taking cognizance of the economic hardship that we are facing, you cannot also make people to also, also pay more than they can have, so that at least they can have something at the end of the day to put on the table.
Right. Okay. I think during your portfolio, I said that in Africa you serve as the UNESCO cities community coordinator under art. What's your role there, Mr. Tabanja?
So it's also good to note that Nakuru happened to be the only city in Kenya that have been designated the UNESCO to be a creative city. When you're designated as a creative city, in fact, in Eastern Africa, we are only two cities. That is Nakuru and Port Louis of Mauritius. And to be a creative city is the recognition of the creativity within the city that can also promote that is also promoting the creative economy. And the reason why you find that you started seeing some murals being done, painting being done within the city. This is employing the creatives within the city. It's a job creation for them. It's an opportunity. For example, one of creative within the city, after drawing some of those walls within the city, he is not even in the city as we have, because he's on demand where people are now calling him to go and do the same thing. And even another town. Well, we are creating, we are promoting that economy. The other one is the craft. The people who do the craft along with the Maasai market. No wonder that Nakuru City has been designated as a craft and folk art. So those individuals, the other day we sponsored 3 of them to go to Bujumbura to do an exhibition on the craft, on their craft, and by that they created more, more potential market for them. So my role as the African coordinator on the UNESCO creative cities that are the craft and folk art is to bring the 15 cities in craft and folk art to showcase what the cities are doing as far as the the creative is concerned. So that is my role. I was elected in Santos, in Brazil last year, but one a position that I'm holding for maybe up to July this year, because we are also going to Portugal for another meeting. So if at all I've done good work, maybe I'm going to be re-elected. But what you're doing is that they're bringing that coordination. We are planning to have a conference that brings all those creative cities together, sharing idea. You go along our street, you realize that our benches are creatively colored, painted, and this is to bring that creativity within the city, so that people can find those benches more attractive and for them to rent. Then you've seen along our pedestrian crossing, we are no longer having the black and white. That's the pedestrian, the zebra crossing, as we used to call them. We've creatively, using the creative city concept, done some paintings that make them more attractive. And in so doing, somebody will be mesmerized by what you've done. So by crossing the road using those creatively done pedestrian crossing, we're also promoting the road safety. So it's all about using the creativity for the urban development, urban beautifications, and also the road safety. We're able to achieve that. So now you find that even as you get to the city at Pinkham, you find that there is that bridge where there's a railway bridge. That pillar, in a month or so, we are going to paint it. So that as you get to the city and those walls, as you get to the city, you feel we are getting into a creative city, and that also beautifies our city.
Now, you being the coordinator there,
Yeah.
How do you use your position now to benefit your city more?
So when you do those beautification, we are attracting more tourists. Once you promote, for example, you find that the craft themselves, in fact, last week, the chairman of the craft brought the list of all the craftsmen and women in this city, and we're going to have a meeting to see on how we are going to request the government to have policies that are favoring their business. For example, why don't we designate a space within the city where these people can showcase what they craft, and also push the national government to consider a circuit, tourist circuit that comes through or goes through that space for them to get market for the tourists who are going to the western part of the country. So that's what we are doing. And craft is an area that is not highly recognized. But what we're doing, the governor the other day agreed that we do the street marketing, the street marketing. So we'll be finding them. Sometimes we'll be posting the Kenyatta Avenue for the vehicle, and then we allow them to come and showcase what they are doing, just in effort to promote their businesses.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tabanda. Where do you see Nakuru City in the next 4 years?
In the next 4
What's your
years,
vision for the future of Nakuru City?
in the next 4 years, you'll find that you will not get any single gravel road within the city. In the next 4 years, you'll find that most of the road that we are doing are going to have the NMT and motorized transport. In the next 4 years, you'll find that the dark spots within the city are going to be lit, and also the CCTV coverage will also have covered most part of the city for the security purposes and also better management of the city. People always think that the CCTV is just to see the bad thing. They also help us to manage the city because we can observe and see how the traffic is flowing and also make some corrective measures that are needed. In the next 4 years, we're going to find traffic lights. You know, Nakuru doesn't have traffic lights, and it's very bad because our drivers they always get, get the traffic lights in Nairobi. So we feel that also as a city, we need to have some traffic lights that are going to manage some streets within the city. So that it can also be an orientation of our drivers within the city that you don't maybe fear to go to Nairobi because of the traffic lights. Yeah.
Alright. Narifua kwa kweli na mwelekezo wangu ya kwamba ukweli ndio tunaisha, ila kuna watu ambao kweli wamefurahia sana na wapendwa wanakufuatilia. Nataka tulifikishe salamu zako kwenye mtandao wetu wa Facebook. This man called Honorable Kimani Junguna, I think is one of the political analysts within Nakuru City. Has said that say hi to city manager from Kimani Junguna. I think amesarajia sana. Kuna mwingine anajiita MC Maina. I think you know him. Amesema salimia city manager and tell him congratulations for making Nakuru City regain its status of the cleanest city in the East and Central Africa. MC Maina. Pia having been Muridi from Egerton University, amesema salimia sana city manager na mwambia kwamba tutafanya kazi na I think he's fighting malaria. Kama umemfuatilia Ben Muridi, is a staff dean of students Egerton University. Also, people from Egerton University, they have seen that I have to remember the other time we did a great job. It was an amazing. As you say, that's what I'm maswali nilianza na hiyo swali sababu tunajua kweli kuna vitu vingi zaidi ambavyo ningetaka sana kufanya na hii. Neno lako la mwisho kwa watazamaji wetu ni
to the residents of Nakuru, I tell them that the city is safe under the leadership of Excellency the Governor. And also the Nakuru City Board that is
and before that, I think city manager, before that, sorry for that. Is there any challenges that you guys are facing? You as the city manager, what are some of the challenges that you're facing before you are parting short?
So the challenges you're facing is one is for example, sometimes when we want to implement some projects, we also require the people to also be patient with us. For example, sometimes they feel as if the government is not doing enough. But it's because also they should also understand how the budget works. And then we also face the challenges where there isn't a lot coming strongly to air out their challenges when we go for the public participation. It's not a challenge because sometimes if at all you don't participate during the public participation, and then we don't budget based on what you people need. Because sometimes we budget on what we think that you need. It becomes a challenge when that is not done, then you find people complain. So to us, we feel that the office of the manager is open to ensure that all the needs for the city residents are well addressed. And it's also good for me to allow me to mention this. Why do we have the city manager office? The city manager office is an office created by the law and the urban areas and city that, but created in the city to serve the residents of the city. In that, when you have an issue with maybe, for example, this now let's call the sewerage company, when you have an issue with the KPLC about the lighting, what have you, when you have an issue with the county government, as we are the agent of the county, you can just come to us and those issues we are going from our office address. You have an issue that also want to be addressed by, by maybe any other agencies within the county, Kura, Kenha. This is the one-stop shop where all the issues are going to be disseminated to their offices for redress. So I look forward to works where the people are going to recognize that they have an office that they can come and have their issues addressed and also escalated to the other office. The other day I met with the chairmen of all the tuk-tuks. And they have requested to see the governor. I just requested that to the governor, and she has agreed to meet. The same with the border border. So the same with those. I also met some hoteliers the other day, and they also requested to have that meeting. This can maybe the High Excellency to share with them. The visiting committee is the same. We have always been planning to have a meeting with them. And through my office, we are going to coordinate with the office of the governor, and that is meeting is going to happen. So it's an office that, if well used, is going to help us to solve the issues and the challenges that we face within the city. So the main challenge is about also the resources. The resources are never adequate. So we feel that if at all we had more resources, we are going to do more. But we thank the government because nowadays now from the equitable share, we are getting more money from the government, and look forward to have more allocated to the city. Given that we are also the main contributors to the revenue that is got from Nakuru. So those are challenges that we are addressing. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now you're cutting short.
I continue to say that the city is in safe hands under the board led by Mheshimiwa Stephen Muli. We have 11 board members. The CEC in charge of the urban development is also an executive member there. So the issues that are also being discussed in the cabinet, they're able to reach the cabinet through the CEC. We are also working toward ensuring that all those challenges that we are facing, we are going to budget them and also have them improved. And as I was saying, the governor is out to ensure that this city is going to have not only the former glory as people talk about it, better glory than where we were yesterday. And I believe that working together, we are going to achieve this. And also good to mention the residents of Nakuru who are watching that the governor's agenda the governor's urban agenda is also trickling to the other urban areas within the county. That's the reason why she created an office on the urban development led by the CEO Kamau Kuria, and all urban issues that are being addressed in their respective, whether they are small markets or they are town, and whether they are municipalities and how the city, and we are going to work to ensure that all the issues that they face are going to be addressed.
All right, that is the city manager, Nakuru City. Thank you so much, Mr. Lavanja, for being with us. Our story is on our magazines today is talking about Bambas for AU City. Do you support Bamba for that position?
No, I support any Kenyan for that position. When the position is in Kenya, we have a chance also to benefit from the aid. You know, we have the Vision 2063 for the African Union. So I believe when we have a Kenyan who is in that position, we start to benefit.
Not because Mr. Lavanja, you are already there. Do you have any ambition of becoming a politician in Kenya? Not even, okay, I think there's a someone who could become it. Anyway.
So in 2017, I tried a political seat. I don't think I'm crafted for that. So myself, I'm okay with what I'm doing. I served as a CEC, so this appointment position for me, I feel better than the politician. As a politician, I find that there's another big skill that you need to develop that I think I don't have. And I leave the political position, elected position to the others. But you never know. But I'll tell you, not so. Not so.
Sisi nimeshukuru sana. Mimi nakutakia kila la heri kwenye kazi yako nzuri, kwa kweli unafanya kazi nzuri sana. Watu wengi wanakusikia na wanasema kongole sana kwa kazi ambayo unafanya. Endelea kufanya kazi na sababu Nakuru. We thank you so much, and also thank you for our viewers for being with us since the beginning until the end. My name is Daniel Kihoro. Let's meet next time. Bye.